Trackmania just released a huge new update with new game modes, new maps, new scenery, new terrain, a new esports format, and most importantly to us, a new campaign with 25 brand new tracks. So today we're going to play through the campaign and take a look at everything that Trackmania has added in this update. So let's take a look at Winter 2026. Starting with map 1, here we go. And right away we see one of the new features, the new terrain. We've got the snowy environment that Nadeo has made, and I quite like it. Oh, we're on the wrong camera. That's a better camera. We've got these new off-road blocks. This new texture for snow blocks that I like quite a lot. Ooh, gotta do that a little bit better. And to the finish. Okay, we have very forgiving author times here. But I'll take it because we're gonna have to speed on through to some of the later maps. So that's 01, pretty straightforward. Our goal for today is to get all authors except for the last 5 tracks, which I will explain in due time. Our second map here is on grass. I might switch the camera back to 2. I love this new scenery as well. We've got a kind of grassier scenery, which fits, the grass map. Some new looking water, which is great. And that rounds out our second track. These early ones are going to go super fast. The author medals are very easy, but later tracks... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. The last 5 maps of the campaign are actually being used in a different way this season. So, the esports circuit has usually been very disparate from the rest of the main Trackmania game. But for this season, they want the last 5 maps of the campaign, the official Trackmania campaign, to be part of the esports competition. So the last 5 maps are long, they're much more difficult, and the medals are much more difficult as well. So we'll be looking for gold medals probably there. But for now, let's move on to map 3. We've got dirt in the canyon aesthetic, and I love it. This scenery is fantastic. Some new sand. That's not quite how I was supposed to drive that, I think, but that's okay. And then a little uphill ending to go to the finish. I love those cliffs, those rocky, sandy cliffs there. I think they look great. So I'm excited to see more of that. But let's move on to map 4. So the new scenery and styles and environments are mostly all throwbacks to older Trackmania games. Games like Trackmania Valley, Lagoon, and Canyon, and they look awesome. This one is particularly wonderful, I think. You've got kind of this jungle almost aesthetic with some plastic here, and some of those new decoration, those scenery blocks you might see, they have a kind of concrete look to them, which is a cool new... Ooh, oh god. Oh. There's the finish! Go! Yeah, there's some cool new stuff. Gotta react to here to the finish. And we'll have to give that one another try. But this time we had a cleaner ending. And we can reactor all the way to the end. Pretty straightforward map as well. On to map 5. Rounding out the white tracks, let's see what we've got. Oh boy. It's time for alt cars. They're still here. Don't forget about them. We've got Rally, which is just so special. We've got our desert car, which I discovered through a really fun campaign last season I like a lot on Magnet. And then we've got the snow car. And this might not even be author time, because man, that was slow. Yep, okay. Turns out we actually have to play well on the All-Stars, naturally. I'm not particularly skilled with the alt cars, but in general with all of them you have to avoid sliding as it reduces your speed a lot. And you can see this time we're carrying a lot more speed through. And that should get us the author medal. Okay. And those are the first 5 tracks of the campaign, giving us a flavor of all the new environments, all the surfaces, and the alt cars, of course. Let's move on to the green tracks. I love this nighttime aesthetic, with the light poles and the trees and the new snowy grounds. And this new open environment. We're not in the stadium anymore, we're just kind of out here. I super love it. I'm very excited. Let's get rolling on track 6. Oh, yeah, so you shouldn't steer if possible. Oh, ouch, okay. Let's try this again. Ideally, you don't want to steer on the off-road blocks, especially snow, so you lose a lot of speed. So let's just drive straight through that, and then stay pretty far on the outside for that. Okay, very steep uphills. That looks like it's meant to be a jump there, but I think it's not meant to be quite that dramatic of a jump. But you make it over here, downhill, you kind of ski jump there, and then to the finish. There we go, that'll do. And then a tighter turn here. That was a better downhill. And that's going to get us off our time for map 6. Alright, let's move on to 7. So far it seems like the author times have been very easy, but I expect them to get a little bit harder as we get further into the campaign. We'll see though. We've got a nice sunset vibe on map 7. Looks like we might actually have some tech turns now, which I failed, but yeah, that's probably supposed to be a drift. Uphill section here, and then big jump to the finish. That's a little tricky to make. On to map 8. We're back in the canyon. I like it. Again, we've got this kind of afternoon or sunset position. Yep. Take that a little wider, I guess. Oh, okay, that's a tighter turn than I thought it'd be. We've got these steep dirt uphills. And otherwise, pretty straightforward still. I touched the wall there. We're going to definitely have to do that again. Yeah, I'm not doing a great job of these dirt turns first try. And it's still author medal. Wow. Alright, well, I guess a lot of the improvement will be just to get a better rank, because the medals aren't too hard. Map 9 now. Nice jump here. Nice little downhill section there. Oh, we've got an off-road through the grass. That's cool. I like that you kind of drive through the grass. The grass is like physically there. All the grass blocks and off-road sections previously didn't have any like vertically present textures really. It was all very flat still. And then the jump to the finish. Okay. Yeah, even these, I guess these are still the green maps, but they are staying pretty straightforward. And I like, okay, we have these new prestige skins. That's the bronze one, so it's not the best looking, but they look pretty cool. Oh, there's the track through the grass. Did you see that? That was the path left by my car through the grass. Alright, we've got the last green track already. We are on map 10. We're back in the stadium, and it's a multi-lap. We have 2 laps to this map. Oh, I touched the wall. Okay. Cool. I haven't seen. Wow. I haven't seen a multi-lap in a minute on one of the official campaigns. This one's going to require a little bit of drifting. But some of these turns you can just full speed. Don't okay, that's a difficult line. There we go. Okay. It's decent, but that still wasn't author with the no respawn timer. Okay. That's a decent author medal at least. Alright. There we go. Alright, that's still not a bad author time. Pretty easy. So I guess this is good for beginners. If you're new to the game, these medals shouldn't be too hard to get. And that's good, because those are the free tracks. And now, with that, we unlock the other series. I believe all these can only be played with the paid access. And we're on map 11. We've got some snow again. Looks like we've got some actual ice. Oh my. Oh, that's supposed to be a skip. Or it's supposed to be a jump over the corner. I see. Alright. We're gonna do camera 1. That's the best camera for ice. Kind of the only tolerable camera for ice. Oh, that's probably not a nice slide then. Okay, we've got a hill, and then a risky finish too, that I can't make because I'm too slow. Alright, let's try that again. And then you got a risky finish. Okay, and the author medal looks, again, a little bit more legit. Ah! Oh my. We went flying. Alright, this is it. Jumped earlier. Got the author time. Very nice. Moving on to map 12. Okay, 12's got a nice look to it. I'll go back to my cam 2. A little slalom here. Potentially land in a drift, though I was a little... Oops, that's not that tight of a path. We have an uphill slalom now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Try not to bounce there. And through to the end with some torches on the pillars. I like that detail. Okay, still need to do a little bit better. I definitely see the potential in this map, because there's like, this just can be very smooth when played well. Yeah. Okay, there's the author medal. I still had a pretty bad start, but that will do it for right now. Let's move on to map 13. Back in the canyon. It feels like Utah or Arizona. It's a really nice aesthetic. Ooh, some off-roading. Okay. I like this kind of deserty scrub that we have on that off-road block as well. Okay, I can take that turn better, but we'll do that in future runs. Kind of stay towards the outside here. And then to the finish. Oh, and that'll do it. Yeah. So these medals are a little bit harder, but oh, that's not right. Skilled players should still be able to easily get these first try. Back in the lagoon environment, I like it. Big jump here. Or drift. Start, that's cool. Ah, we've got a loop. Oh, wow. Alright. And then a little off-roading. Nice. To get to the downhill. Okay. Oh, 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 oh. That's the right turn. That's the right turn. Hold up. I need to slow down. Okay. And then a jump to the end. Wow. That's a fun map. I like it. Oh, you have to take that wider. Yeah, you gotta take that much wider. Okay. No respawn, that would be a 37 flat, which is just shy of the medal. Okay, this might be off there. Nice. Good time. Alright, that's a cool map. I like that. I like the jumps. I like the little grass section, and it's cool that the grass textures stay after runs or between runs. I don't know. Alright, 15. Oh, we've got another multi-lap. Little booster in the start that I think we probably won't take in future laps then. And then drive around the corner there. Oh yeah, I was not fast enough there. Alright, this is a very, very speedy track. These are big, fast turns. And that's a nice tech turn right there at the end. And then an engine off. Go back to the start. And you can jump straight ahead. I like that design. That's cool. That was a terrible transition. That's a nice jump there. That's a nice, that's clever. Okay, I'm ending up too wide there, so I think I need to start. Alright, we don't want to be drifting there, because we want to, that was also terrible. Alright, I don't know when to start that last drift, but that should be the map. Okay, so we do need a good chunk of time on that. I don't think it'll matter too much in the end. Is that faster? Cutting that corner? I know I didn't do very well in my first jump in the original run, but it seems fast. Alright, and then turning earlier there is good for the uphill. That was good. That was much better. Don't hit that there. What is it? It's a 135. Oh yeah, we didn't make that. We didn't quite make it. 3 seconds still. Okay. 3 seconds it is. That should save a little. There's 2 seconds. That's a so much better landing. 2.4. Come on. Good drift here. If we get a good drift here. That wasn't good. That wasn't good. Oh! 3 seconds. Come on. Hold. And that's it. Nice. Okay, this was a good one. I like that map actually a lot. I like a fast multi-lap there. Okay, that finishes off the blue tracks. That's the middle one done. Onto the red. Now these are the last 5 normal tracks like we're used to in the campaign. Because the final 5 tracks, the black tracks, are going to be very different. But we will get to those next. We have another ice map. Let me go into camera 1 for this. That should do us better. Okay, we've got more ice. That's interesting. There's not usually more than 1 ice map, really, on the campaign. Interesting. A booster there that I think is meant as like a backup, not really something you're supposed to get if you're going fast. But I'm not going that fast. It's in snow, you don't want to steer very much on that. That's a terrible line because I don't have any speed. Ice downhill that you're probably supposed to be able to just skip entirely with good speed. Yeah, so the name of the game about this is just preserving exit speed with the ice slides. Like that was way short, but I don't think the author medal is actually going to be that hard. Hi, Future GNU here, and that might be the most wrong I've ever been in my life. I spent the next 40-ish minutes on this track. Turns out you really have to get good at those ice slides to get the author time. But without further ado, please enjoy the final result of my many minutes grind on this track. Somehow I'm ahead. There's a chance. Holy crap. Let's go. Let's go! Oh my goodness, that was not easy. What an author medal for 16. Okay, well if you're hunting the author medals yourself, very good luck on 16. You need to pull off some pretty clean ice driving. But we are on to 17 now, and I love this start. I don't think that's where I was supposed to go. Somehow I feel I was wrong. This is really cool though, driving under these low roofs. Whoa, you followed it around for a long time. Wow, okay. Follow down there, and then you go over here. Oh, and I love this, like, concrete aesthetic. I like this a lot. Ouch. But yeah, this whatever this structure is, that block, I really like that too. Nice. That's definitely what I meant to do. Out into the grass. Up to the road. Oh, a turn there. A jump. Another one of these sections, right turn, grass, and what? What? Oh, you go through here. Oh, you do more of the roof stuff. Okay. Gosh, that's a tough thing to see. Okay, you jump up there. That's pretty cool. And then you go to the finish. Alright. I like it. I like this map. I like the look of this map a lot. For the finish. Okay, author medal is still 2 seconds. That's a decent time. Yeah, so maybe the red author medals are where things really step up. Personally, I prefer a steadier progression, because it feels like the author medals before this series were like laughably easy. And now, all of a sudden, they're pretty serious. So I think they could work on balancing that a little bit better, but... .9. It's going to be close. Maybe with that turn. That was pretty good. This should still be it, I think. Nice. Okay, that's author on 17. We move on to map 18. What is that picture? That was interesting. Ooh, I like the look of this. We're back in the... Oh, look, there's jumps in the canyon. Yeah, this looks fun. You start by jumping up to one of the canyon ledges. That's a good start. Got a little off-roading here. I was right to drift. That was correct. What was the path there? How are you supposed to get to the road? Oh goodness. Okay, that's supposed to be a drift. Then to here, then to where? Where? Oh, through there. Whoa. All right. Oh, and then a jump over to here that I barely made horizontally, and then a tree. Yikes. There. Drift. And then Another drift, or not really, that's just an angled jump. And then here, here, to there, and a jump to the finish. Alright. That's an interesting one. I didn't need to slow down quite that much. So do you just go to the right? Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to go on that road. Jump to the finish. Alright, that would have been a 1:01.6. That's great speed. Oh my god, that's a huge lead just from that. That was not a great jump, but it was not terrible. Alright, this should comfortably be off the metal with a decent ending. That was not great. But we should be in the clear now. Let's go. Great time. Pretty happy with that, and we move on to map 19. Well, we're back in the bright green lagoon with some jumps. I like that. Oh, with some big jumps. Where in the world are we going? Oh my god, we just jumped over a mountain. That was awesome, and I hit a bush immediately. That is so cool. That is so cool looking. We've never done anything like that in Trackmania. I've never seen anything like that in Trackmania. Not in 2020, of course. I know this is a lot similar to the aesthetic of the older games, but man, that was really cool. Wow. Wow. Okay, then you jump down here. Okay. We're on the beach now. It's bumpy. It's bumpy, that's for sure. And then the smaller jump up here. My shadow was that's super cool. I like these little driving through the grass bits. And then we got another huge jump. Dude, we're just jumping over. Oh my god, I went way too high. Dude, these are awesome jumps. These are massive quarter pipes. And then another big jump to the finish. Oh, oh, ow, ow, ow. Stop! Oh, I fell off a cliff. I fell off a cliff. Oh, we're in the jungle. Oh, it's, oh my god. Every experience with the scenery just makes me so happy. Like, everything just looks so good. It looks so exotic. I tried to bug slide and it just didn't work. Shoot. I jumped too high there, but that's okay. I'm still pretty far ahead. Wow. Okay, this is the second one you really don't have to aim very high for. But that's okay. I'll do better with that in the future. Alright. Okay. A good ending, and you've got that one down. Alright, that means we're moving on to 20. Okay. We've got another multi-lap. Okay, it looks like this is a theme for... Has there been one in each? And they've done a few of these now. Penalty grass there. Oh, ow, ow. Okay, penalty grass here to go here. Okay, here, and then up. And then a turn there. Wow, that is a weird little segment there. Like mini quarter pipe roof hit into a sharp right turn. Oh, if I bounce there a little bit, I spend a little more time in the air, which is good with penalty grass. You don't want to really be driving on penalty grass ever. So it's better actually to kind of bump and bounce over it than to drive normally. Thing was. Oh, see, that was good. Yeah, if you bounce well off the roof, you don't, you kind of bounce off your nose first on penalty grass, which is good. Oh, that was the multi... Oh, that's why it's yellow. Okay, okay. So that's silver. We need to shave off 20 plus seconds. That was good. That was good. Alright, alright. Now we just need to not sell with the last lap. We almost sold. I went safe there. It's fine. It's fine. We have plenty of lead. Boom. Alright. There's the author on map 20, which means it's time to head to the black tracks. It's time for the black tracks, starting with a map called China 2026. So, each of these tracks is going to be used for esports qualifiers, and so each of them is long, difficult, with tougher medals, and each one is themed after a country. It's styled after a certain country, and so the first black track that we will encounter is, oh goodness, it's called China. And there's custom road borders here that are showing the Chinese flag. That's really cool. And then that awesome scenery. There's multiple scenes reminiscent of each country, and so we saw some pandas and bamboo, and there's going to be more things later. But this is already an involved map. That's part of the theme of these esports kind of maps, is there's a lot of different styles. Well, I'm not going to make it up. There's lots of different styles and tricks that you have to do, although there's one primary obstacle section usually, or difficult section, which is referred to as the identity, and it's typically near the end, I think. I don't know, feels like it is usually. And the identity for this map is pretty fun. So what we're doing is turning around, but yeah, like that. But this is not easy. I've never had to do this in a map before. Okay, I'm not even sure what camera is best, honestly. I feel like, no, Cam 2 is definitely still better. Okay, then it's over here, and then we do it again. And ideally you don't drift out the back, and I cannot accelerate at the moment. Okay, but let's just finish for right now. So you have two of these 180s. You have two of these 180s that you have to do on these big ice booster fields. Okay, this should be an interesting map. Our goal for these final tracks is the gold medal. So I will try and get the authors on these eventually, but they are intentionally much more difficult. Okay, this is going well. With a good end, this maybe is gold. Alright, lock in. Here we go. This might be gold. That ending was actually fantastic. Alright! Solid run! I'm happy with that. I'll be back someday for the authors, but another 5 seconds is a tall order right now, and we've got 4 more maps to get to. Alright, this is France. I like this one. Look at those road borders. Delicious. You're not supposed to slam into the wall, by the way. I think you're supposed to jump all the way over to here, and then across to here. Yeah, okay, this is transitional. And the gold medal is once again a minute 16. Oh yeah, you can make that jump. That's no problem. Though that one is a little trickier. Okay, then we get a little sausage turn. Oh, no, that's going to be outside. Where are we going? Down here. Okay. Jump again. That's not the easiest jump. I assume there's an alternate path? Yes. Okay, so you jump up to this checkpoint. Look at the nice little palace facade there. Oh, I see somebody in a suit down there. That's not the way to go. Between these, and then around... Oh, and then a... Oh, wait, no, a jump. I was like, this is a U-turn here? Okay, we got this nice little, like, concrete section, which is interesting. And then we got a nice table and a chef and a waiter in the scenery. I do see the Eiffel Tower back there. Looks like you jump to the middle. There was another path there. I'm not sure what the best route is there. Tight drift here. Whoa! Another tight section there. And then the half pipes. Oh no. Alright, you need to keep some speed. How? How do you aim the half pipes? Alright, I think I need to start farther back so that, yeah, that's the idea. Yeah, okay, that's not that bad. Oh, see, that time I jumped too high. Alright, so the gist of these half pipes is you want to stay like on the wall for longer because you want a low angle when you jump. And to do that the best, you already want to kind of be on the wall, though I'm doing a bad job of the first one. Alright, and there's the finish. A mere 3 minutes and 27 seconds. What do you mean that's not bronze? Uh-oh. No, not the last one! Alright, no respawn, that was gold. That was good. This is good. I don't know if that part of it was very good, but in general, this is a nice run. All right, we gotta lock in on those jumps. All right, here come the half pipes. Nice. One more. Let's go. Let's go! Solid time. That was actually pretty close to author. Alright, that's not the hardest author. We'll be able to get that. Let's move on, though, to the US of A. That's right. It's the good old United States of America. America's here in the campaign. There's the Statue of Liberty. I think I saw Hollywood, the Hollywood sign, but it's Trackmania somewhere. Yeah, lots of good stuff. Lots of iconic Americanisms. We're just gonna standing respawn and drive through this. Whoa, big jump. Whoa. That's very American. Giant jump. Okay, that's really hard to do from the standing respawn. Okay, once you make it up that huge jump, you go right, and there's nothing to indicate that, so... Sorry, I guess I was just supposed to know that. Oh yeah, we got the film footage, and then look, the Trackmania Hollywood side, and the 20th Century Fox, but it's TM. Yes! 21st Century Nadeo. Oh, sharp turn. Oh, ice. Oh, it's the this thing. Hold up, sorry. How do you even do it? Oh, there's no brake. Oh, that's the deal. Alright, so for that ice flick, you don't use the brake. I did not know that. You just turn yourself to a 90-degree angle, hold steer, and accelerate. Okay, then we got a tight tech turn downhill. Okay, and then we've got wipeout into the utter abyss. My God. Yeah, we literally just have wipeout, and when you fall, you just die. Look at, I just sink into blackness. Holy cow. Okay, so we've got a little precision end here with some tight turns. And then to the finish there with the American flag at the in little plastic tiles. All right. 110 for gold. Let's see what we can do. No. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and wiggle your way to the top. All right, we need another 5 seconds. I didn't respawn though, so that is interesting. All right, that was a 112. No respawn, but that's still pretty far from the gold. Except I'm not great at drifting, evidently, so I just wasn't able to do that. Oh, by 95 thousandths! No. That sucks. We go again. Dang it! I hit the wall. That's so annoying. We need, for my sanity, I need this to be it. Oh my God, that was terrible. Please, please, please. Okay, okay. We did it. That's gold on USA. It's Brazil. Look at this map. Isn't this the coolest thing ever? I love the lagoon environment, and its jungle, rainforesty feel is so perfect. This is just great. And the bright colors, this is an awesome looking map. This is definitely, I think, the best looking map Nadeo's ever put out. But, how does it drive? Plastic. That's the answer. Which I wasn't totally ready for. It's been a while since I drove on plastic. It's been... How much? There's not been much plastic in this. There's the tiniest plastic in one of those white maps. But there's not been a lot of plastic in this campaign. Oh, we're going this way. Okay, onto the sand. We got a little off-roading. We got more off-roading. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, this stuff is bumpy. What the? What? I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. I got a zoop. I got a really powerful zoop, too, and I really didn't mean to. I forgot that you can use brake. That's important. Okay, then we're going into the wave. Oh! Okay, thread the needle there. Back onto the beach. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. I see the finish. It's, oh my goodness, it's like a 180. That would have been a 119 with no respawns, and we need a 111. There's a lot of work to do here. It's not the bad one. This one's not the bad one. This one, you want to come in. Still not like that. That's the issue. Even tighter than that. Oh, you can kind of... Hold up, you can kind of hold drift and accelerate on water at the same time while steering, and that kind of gives you a nicely controlled turn. No! Dang it. That was a decent looking time, too. Go. Okay, 113.4. Okay, we're locking the frick in. I'm not throwing this one away. Go. Let's go. Smashed it. All right. That was tough. Even just that gold is top 12 in the state. Yikes. That is not an easy track. Pulling another 4 seconds out of that seems awful. But we don't have to do it because we got gold medal and we're headed on to the final track of the winter campaign. Welcome to Greece 2026. Look at those statues. I love it. The Olympians, the Greek gods, decked out. And some golden finery here on Greece. We've got a tech track, it looks like, to wrap things up. But don't forget some ice. Oh, did it change cameras for me automatically? I just changed cameras back and it waited to do it. So they might have taken care of the ice camera for me, which would be nice. Okay, ideally you don't crash there. I'm sorry, I'm dying. Not really. Then you go through here. These back and forth, like... Oh, this is dirt. These back and forth uphill tech turns are interesting. We've gone up a lot now. What am I... Off-road. Onto... What? Hi, it's Future GNU again. Meet the antagonist of this map. These blocks. These freaking blocks. They suck. It took me so long to figure out how to drive on these. It's so annoying. You have to land at exactly the right angle to move to the next one. Some you have to full speed through, some you gotta slow down. And every single landing and angle is prone to bouncing and bobbling and falling and pain. So in short, it took me a little while to finish this map. So once again, let's just skip forward to the end where I did eventually get a gold medal. I can't believe I just did no respawn time. Like that. I think this is the greatest challenge yet of my life. Holy shit. Holy crap! Oh my god. This map broke me. It's over. We did it! That is all 20 maps, 5 author medals to go, but that will be quite the challenge this season. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. There will be lots more Trackmania content from this season with a brand new update. I'll be playing all the new game modes. I'm excited to check them out, and I hope you join me. Do like and or subscribe if you feel like it. It certainly helps me out, and I appreciate it. Have a great day.